Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware of risk in the future trading. All our videos for educational purpose only. You're very welcome to follow any of our automated signal as long as you are on sim. We're not responsible for your trade. A beautiful morning. We normally start around 10 o'clock, and now it's 9:44. So we will start the webinar in 10 minutes. In the meantime, I'll cut off the microphone. Thank you. Good morning, everyone, and welcome. We have some news coming out now, so there is maybe some changes in the market. It was a beautiful morning. We're waiting on the data right now. It's coming right now, and then we see what happened. So just give it a couple minutes. The market is a little bit fast. We see what will happen. Maybe it's going to change direction. The second data we have is, no, those are not important. We just got one out of the way, so that's good. Let's see if the results is going to break all the resistance. And then we close the short and we start with the long. We're waiting. Look, there are buyers coming in. So let's wait a minute to see if there's any changes in the market. If the Nasdaq broke those two double resistance, that means we are finished with the short. The ES has to be above the 66.54 before we can go long. Be careful. Be careful. Don't jump on the trade until we see the ES crossing the 66.54, please. Be careful. Those are a very hard area, resistant area, so you have to be careful. Just be patient for a couple minutes to see how the market reacting. Doesn't matter what kind of data you have. You have to wait for a couple of 3 minutes to see how the market going to react, and this bubble at this moment, you cannot make a decision on it. So we're waiting, and it seems like, you see, that's what we were worried about, and now we're going a little bit farther down. It's not handling it. Let's see. 1 second. Keep your eye on the ES. It has to be above 66.54. If it doesn't go above the 66.54, you do not have long. You should not allow your auto trade to take long trade. Be careful. We're waiting on the ES. If the ES not able to cross those double resistance, your Nasdaq is collapsing again. So be careful. Don't jump on the Nasdaq until we see the ES out of the wood above the 66.54. This is your key, not your auto trade, not your template, not your chart. The key right now in this market, 6654, and let's see if we are able to cross it, confirm it, and then we are okay. It's coming in the same direction as a double resistance with the Nasdaq. That's why I didn't want to call the Nasdaq long, because if this ES not able to break the 66.54, the Nasdaq is going back down. So don't get excited with a couple bars going long on the Nasdaq. You know, it can go down. Relax a little bit. We'll wait 1 more minute to see if the ES able to break this magic number. If it's not, the Nasdaq is going back down because it's facing a double resistance right here. So it's trying to get out of it, but I will not jump on it until I see We still need a couple more ticks to see the ES crossing. By the way, if we look at the market where we reverse, I always try to highlight the yellow lines. When the market entered the yellow lines, this means we have a reversal despite whether there is a data or not. So now we are coming out of the wood, and now we can we can close that trade on the Nasdaq is 5,700. Okay, and now what we can do, we can reactivate it by reloading. It's already hit 5,600 on the short, and now we're gonna reactivate it. So when we reactivate it, it's gonna take 1 bar to zero in. On the ES we have 3,250, so we're gonna also reload it. And now we have a long on the, and now it's gonna zero those numbers, and then we start all over again. So it's going to disappear within a second. Now we have a long trade on the ES and Nasdaq, and we are okay. We're safe enough. Your target on the Nasdaq, it is 24,613. The auto trade has not started yet because it's still calculating here. Once the numbers disappear, this mean is ready for trade. Now the Nasdaq is ready for trade based on 4 minutes, and now the ES very soon is going to disappear those numbers, and then we are ready for trades. You can see where the ES is stuck on that number here. Buyers are pushing the market. The buyers not over the sellers, but they are pushing this market. Now the market analyzers start turning from red to green. We have the 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minutes, and 1 minute, 2 minute. You know, it start taking off. Now the ES ready for a long trade based on 3 minutes, and the Nasdaq is ready to go on a trade again. Now is ready to take off. The Nasdaq target is, if you are on 2 contract, the first target on the Nasdaq is 24,608. Final destination on for the morning session, it will be 24,663. This is the morning session. It's finished. On the ES, your target is, as it says here from the market analyzer, and we had a buy signal. Your target is, now we have also buy signal from on the YM. Your ES, you can drag it to 6,670 and cash in, whether you are auto trading or not. So far, those are the morning destination. So you're not gonna get anything above the 6,672.50. I guarantee you that, only if something happened in the market. But as we talk right now, this is your morning target right here, 6,672. And the first target on the Nasdaq, 24,611, and the second target, 24,600. and 60 and kiss the morning goodbye. That's it. There is not much going on. If you're not in the trade, you can wait on the pullback 24,528. You can re-enter the market long. If you're not in the trade with the ES, you can wait on 6,652 to re-enter the market. We're climbing to those numbers. At this moment is 10:11. We should be done by 11 o'clock. Remember, always 11 o'clock you should be done, the morning session. You take your profit and you run. And then if you are ready for the afternoon, that will be nice. We have a reversal here, doesn't matter. The pullback re-entry right now on the double support is 24,530. But it is long. There's a pullback re-entry. Do not let your auto trade fall into this trap and take a short. It's a pullback re-entry. They're both coming in to the support area. Also the ES fire reversal, but this is a pullback re-entry. Do not go short. Do not go short, not unless if you have a very light hands with a scalping, that's a different story. But you should not take short trade at all. We just waited. We're gonna hit the first target on the Nasdaq, 24,610. Your second target is 24,661, and you are done with the Nasdaq. Okay, good. Very good. came right on the target as the first target, right to the spot, and now it's going to do a climbing all the way to the 24,662 after a profit taken on that target. And we're still very early for 11 o'clock. Now it's only 10:16, but don't expect anything above the 24,662 so far. For our traders that were asking about this little star, we explained to you that is giving you, there is a little push on the ES. It's gonna go up a little bit. So when you are in those conditions where the market went up very fast and you got some reversal and you see the stars, it makes you be more patient, not to take profit. You know, you stay with the trade. So this is, you don't need to panic. Also, if you see the CL, it came in right between the two yellow lines, the same story reversed. Every time you see the market enter the two yellow lines to the downside or up, that's mean you need to start taking your profit. And for the CL, you have a re-entry at 64.27. The second re-entry is 64.33. You have two re-entries. Always try to find two re-entries, not one. So if you have money for two lot or two micro, you don't put all of it on the 64.27. You put half of it, and you put the other half here, 64.33. If you got filled in here and the market went to your direction, you should not add any more trades to it. You know, you let it be. So now it's gonna take a little time, but we are going to climb to this number we said, and we're gonna hit this number as well. So slowly and very good, doing very good. The gold is really taking off. I mean, going down because the market is up, so it's okay. It's about time. And here is the CL as we expected. Be careful. This is, if you are in a trade, you need to take a profit at 24,624. If you have two contracts, you take the first one here and the second one at 6.63. So let's see what happened. The entry is with confirmation is 24,533 if you got out of it this trade, and but don't jump on the trade in here. Please don't do that. Your re-entry is 24,532 or 33 is fine. Plus minus one tick is not gonna make a difference. Do not jump on those trades. Now is about to hit those targets, and then there is not much left. Be careful. Always play it safe, please. Okay, we're coming to the first target, 24,637. Your second one is 24,665. We have a few traders that were asking about the star, and when we had the reversal, it's a little bit panicking, and then when you got the star indicating to stay on that trade, so many traders that were asking me when I covered here on YouTube with the star under the bar, that give you indication that there is a little more potential, and the same thing here is giving you a little more potential. But if you notice here, the stars fading out, you're coming to double resistance. Your target is 6674 right now. Maximize your profit, and now you're gonna see little trouble in the market. Yesterday, last time when we were here on the webinar on Tuesday, after we closed the CL trade and we logged out, the CL just crashed right after where we took the profit. And now we have the reversal start kicking in to take the trades. You see, that's why now the reversal auto trade, I allowed it to take the trade, because it's, look at this beauty, because we know this is a no-no right there. And this is where the reversal, if you notice, the two bars stayed below those double resistance. You know, it's the reversal is a lot of money in the reversal, but it's a funny business too. You have to know what you're doing. Here it is. You always can make money, especially if you have a double account. You always can make money on the way up and on the way down if you know what you're doing, you know. And we told you, here it is, the double resistance, and here it is, it's coming down. The re-entry right now is 66.55, and there is no more reversal. This is the only trade you have reversal, and it's finished. At this moment, there are doors open, and then you can take reversal again. I'm watching one guy, he make me laugh every morning, every evening. He's trying to teach trading, and he really hilarious. He's wearing ski sunglasses, and he called the trades on the stock and went down. 3 days ago he called on the crypto, went down. He said buy more, and there is some followers that were pissed with him because they bought more. And then the third day the crypto went down, and he said keep buying. He said I don't have any more money to buy. And what is funny about it, because right now on the Bitcoin, yeah, I mean, I'm interested, but I'm not interested in day trading, of course, not on the crypto. But I have set my target, somewhere around 105. And on the Ethereum, for long investment, not for day trading, I'm counting on 3100. This is where those levels here can change, but those are very good places for buying on a long term, not on a day trading. Day trading is a different story. So this guy made all those guys buying the crypto, and they were complaining, and he said, this is the minute you need to buy right now. And I was laughing. And the guy's telling him, we don't have any more money to buy. And this is, there is rules which we all got in trouble with it. There is rules when we were trading heavily on the stocks. If you have $100,000, you don't put $100,000 in the stock. You split them in 25,000, 25,000, and 50,000, or 4 times 25. And then what you do, you buy stocks, different kind of stocks, with the first 25,000. And that's what I do with the Forex. Euro dollar only. I don't know anything about Aussie. I don't know anything about Japanese yet. I don't know anything about this culture. I only deal with euro dollars. And sometimes when the price is good, not to just trade in it, I buy the physical euro or dollar, and I can combine them. And then you trade with the $25,000. The problem is with the stocks. If you are an option trader, congratulations, you're gonna lose. You used to make money, not anymore. It's only for cheap traders that will never see. at daylight. The reversal took another trade, and then what you do, you buy with the $25,000. And I'm, as I said last session, that I'm stubborn man with the trade. This is my weakness. I have a discipline. I'm patient, but I'm stubborn when I take a trade. This is one of my minus conditions. Some of them have minus with temperament, like what we talked about last time. But then if you bought in the right timing in the stock, let it be. If you bought the stock worth $100 and now it is $110, let it be. Don't add, But sometimes happened to us, happened to me, a little over 10 years. The market really crashed and stayed for over a year and a half down from my position. And I'm not going to sell the stocks because, it's there. Why you want to sell them and put the money in the bank for what? But then, middle of the year, I bought for another 25. And then the market keep going down for like almost 1 year. And then at the end, I used the last 50, but it was bottom, very, very bottom. I doubled up on every stock. The same stock, I got stuck with them. And then after this, it happened for like almost a year and a half. And the market would not get up. And then finally the market start coming up, and I sold with a profit. Some of the stocks that were Nvidia, and now when I see the prices, you're not gonna believe what I sold it for. The Intel, AMD, what else I had? Home Depot. I had it for $25, the Home Depot. I sold it like for $36 or $37. So I made money, but I'm looking at the portfolio not long time ago. If I still have those stocks, that would have made a little over $1 million. I mean, I'm talking about 10 years ago, not now. So you cannot keep adding on a losing trade. That's what I'm trying to get you. And this happened to me with Bitcoin. I added, but I knew where to add on it. And when I was buying the Bitcoin, and now I have not bought Bitcoin in 5-6 years. I have not bought Bitcoin or Ethereum. I bought Ethereum with an average around $1,300 long time ago, and on the Bitcoin I stacked with 45,000 average, and then when it hit the 30,000, I added 31,000. I added, and I didn't add that much in case if the market was gonna go down, and then I threw them in a cold wallet, and to be honest with you, I don't even know where's the hard wallet anymore, and I forgot about it. So so what I'm saying is, when I bought at 45 and went to 30 on the Bitcoin, I bought 31. I think it was last year or the year before, I don't know. And I did the same thing with the stocks, and I stayed holding those stocks for 1 year and a half. So if you wanted to invest in Forex, crypto, don't rush and buy, and the second day you see it is lower, you get scared, then you add on it. No, give it a few weeks, give it a couple of weeks, and then you add. So this little kit yesterday with the ski sunglasses, he make me laugh. The first things I do when I get up to be in a good mood, I listen to him. And he claimed he made millions, but the way he talked, he only made millions in his dreams. I think he smoked or something, because he is not a professional trader and he have a big mouth, and you don't see any of those trades. So for me, it is funny guy to watch. And what is make it more fun, you know, when you see a donkey playing piano and somebody is dancing with his play, you know. So in other words, when a guy don't know what he's doing and he has follower, this is a nightmare for the followers, and you feel sorry for them. But the greed sometimes kill a human knowledge. So as we say, here is the re-entry, and here is the re-entry from the yellow numbers. Always there is a re-entry. As we said before, the re-entry where those yellow numbers is it's like you are trying to kick a door. You kick it the first time, the second time, the third time, and it gets weak. And the reversing the market to the long. And I'm gonna let him reverse. So if the market is trying to come and kick the door the first time, the second time, you can re-enter long from this area. That's why I let this auto trade take in that trade. However, if this market keep knocking on that door 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, he's gonna break the door here. So always those 2 yellow numbers to our traders, let me simplify it for you, is a door between long and short. You are on a long position, you open the door, now you are on a short position. So those are doors to you. This is what separates the long from the short. Even if the market broke this number, does not mean we are okay to go short, because you have a tremendous support here. Question is how to trade between those lines. You cannot trade between those lines. How you can auto trade between those lines? You cannot. Those are plays for you not to mess with. So if this ES broke that door and came here, you only have one direction, long. You have no hope for short trade. I don't care what kind of dishwasher, auto trade, boat, whatever you call it, it's not gonna bill you out of it. I don't care what kind of indicator, it's not gonna bill you out of it. I don't care what kind of platform you have, it's not gonna bill you out of it. There is no way you can dive into the market here short. There is nothing is gonna help you taking short in here. You can change time frame, you can change platform, you can change indicator, auto trade. It's not going to help you. So you have 2 options on the ES. If the ES came here, the only direction in this condition, long. Only if it can cross everything, then it's short. Why? Because when the market dive in here, we don't know if this line is going to reject the market, or this one, or this one, or this one, or here you have 4 support, 5 support. How in the hell are you gonna break all those walls? The only time will be broken if there is some kind of breaking news and spook the market. Technically, you have no hope for short. You have no hope for short at this moment. And once the market changes momentum, those lines, they will change and they will spread out automatically. So you don't have to worry about it, because what it does, adapt to the market condition. It's not like what you see on those cheap app. You can see this guy has been trading the same lines from yesterday. You know, everything changed from 2 hours. So Don't. You need fibs to adapt to the market's condition. The market condition right now, you have no hope for short. And you take a short, you're going to lose manually, whatever you want to call it. On the NASDAQ is a different story. If the market broke that line, it's going to go all the way down to the 24,531. And the only time it's going to go that when if the ES is going to going through this turbulence here, trying to break the first wall, the second wall, the third wall, the fourth, fifth, sixth, and then maybe the condition will be here as a re-entry. As we said from the beginning, don't build your hope above the 6,672. And now we are coming to this condition as well. You have a double resistance, and at this moment, there is too many brilliant people that want to talk about fibs. There are too many brilliant people that, but one thing, the fibs is not the four wheel, it's only two wheels. The problem is when we are coming here, it's not the whole story, the fib. The fib is just one wheel out of four. So when we are coming to this fib, we need to measure the market. If this market is in positive, and if the buyers over the sellers, and here the high time frame, it is to the long, and the trend, this one here is measuring the market's direction on the high time frame and the institutional numbers. And if we see here the high time frame, the 30 minutes is not in the green, the buyers start getting stronger, indicating this market is a matter of time. A little pullback to this number, 24,610, but it will break it. It's working on it. The market is working on it to break it. It's working on it. It's putting it in the oven and you're baking it. It's not ready to eat it yet. In the same time here, you can see there are those two candles hit the double resistance and the market turn around. And it's just climbing slowly, trying to retest those double resistance. And this is the $1 million where, as I said last time, sometimes an AI system cannot calculate evaluation like you do as a human. God give us a brain. So if this market tried to break that double resistance, couldn't, it's gonna drop to this re-entry again. You cannot translate this to an AI system. An AI system, so far I study it. I spend time and time with it, hours, you know, middle of the night till 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. And it can do little coding to, you can take an ATR and make it buy sell signal. Very good. Good luck with that. But it cannot do all the hard coding and or evaluation what's going on in the market. And this is not going to happen. You still need a human to evaluate what's going on in the market. So now the reversal kicked in perfectly to what I was saying, and now it's coming to retest the 6,662. Look what happened to the ES. The ES started spreading out the numbers, the lines, and they dropped to the 6645. So that's mean the ES has opened up to come all the way down here. We still have difficulties in here, but we have now a chance to drop to the 6645. So we still have a chance. And then another system calculating, telling you to sell, which we have covered this on the last webinar. if the first sell didn't work, the second or the final one, the third one, it will be. But this is an indication of the market over. So as we see here, the sell and telling you to take short. So when you are going long, you need to start taking a profit and close position. And now we're coming right at what we explained to you, the door. And it's going to knock the door a couple of 3 times. And this is what happened right now on the NASDAQ. He tried to knock on the door 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. He's ready to go down. He's ready to collapse. And here, if we measure, we see the buyers start shrinking, and it is the NASDAQ sitting on 2 different directions, waiting on the ES, what is going to happen on the ES. If the ES break that line here, you have a short trade on the NASDAQ immediately. If the ES turn around, because this is the door between long and short. It's all on your chart. You don't have to use your brain. Be my guest, have a drink. As long as you know how to read the market, have a drink. If you notice now, buyers coming in, buyers over the sellers, the market analyzer is correcting itself, is going to try to test again what happened here, the double resistance. If it did, we're climbing to the 6698, which have immediate impact on the NASDAQ, and the NASDAQ is taking off right now because the ES is breaking major level. Remember, even if you trade the NASDAQ, you don't trade the ES. You always have to keep your eye. Even if you are auto trading, you need to keep your eye on the ES. The ES give you direction to the DAX in the morning. I saw one guy is trying to, we have it automatic. I'm not gonna sit down and waste time on it. If you are trading the DAX in Deutschland in the morning, put the ES next to it. Don't listen to this garbage, because the ES can, this is the oldest trick. The ES is always millisecond ahead of the DAX, always. Even the DAX in Deutschland and the ES in a different continent, the ES can give you milliseconds on the DAX. Not what they are saying. So even if you are trading the DAX, NASDAQ, YM, even gold, put the ES next to it. Because when the ES go up, the gold go down. Even if you want to get more advanced, put 30-year treasury bond with the ES, make him those your pressure. If you put the NASDAQ, in Switzerland we had a guy, his hobby was buying donut shop in USA. He's originally German. And we used to give him a table and a computer before the internet. We used to give him because he have a heavy account with the company. He have a few million in the company. And he was sitting next to me, and he don't use any indicator. Do you know what he does? He put 2 dome. One is a 30-year treasury bond, and one is the ES. He don't use anything else. He put 2 dome. The one is ES and the 30-year treasury bond. His hobby buying donuts shops, franchise in USA. That's, I'm talking about many years ago. And he measured the ES by the 30-year treasury bond. Back then, we didn't have all those whatnots indicators and internet and all this. So, and he was a very profitable guy. His position, there were a couple 100,000 Deutschmark. Back then, it was not Deutschmark. And his position was buying ES, selling 30-year treasury bond. Sometimes he have on the market around 300 Deutschmark and there. And he never used one indicator. Not even one indicator, not even a color on back then it was not much colors and like what we have right now. He did not use anything in there. So what I'm saying is, no matter what you trade, if you want to be an advanced trader, put the 30-year treasury bond, the gold, and the ES on one screen, because those, they can open your mind. Use any kind of indicator, it doesn't matter, just as long as you see what is up, what is down. That's it, you know. And that can really open your mind to many. You can evaluate the market condition, because when the gold is down, of course the ES is up. When the 30-year treasury bond, look at this on the market analyzer, we have some traders. The ZB is the 30-year treasury bond. If you notice here, there are 3 sell signal on the 30-year treasury bond, indicating you have 3 buy signals on the ES. When this one here start going wishy-washy, the ES start going wishy-washy with them. When you see here on the 30-year treasury bond, there is 1 sell, 1 buy, and 1 sell. This means you are in disaster trading on the ES. Don't underestimate the 30-year treasury bond. Don't underestimate the ES. Even if you say, I only trade NASDAQ, well, open up those. I only trade DAX, you know, open those. So, you know, because always, this is one of the secrets. We always make tons of money between the ES and the DAX, because the ES is always few seconds ahead of the DAX. And there is no time to think. Should I take long or short? There is no time to think. The DAX is very expensive. You need to immediately click, and you don't see it go in your direction, click out. Immediately. You don't need, you have no time to think in DAX. Otherwise you're gonna be whacked. 1,000 euro early in the morning, that'll give you a stomach ache, you know. And sometimes you take a trade, you break even, you go make coffee, you come back, you see you're already out with 1,000 euro. So the DAX, there is no time to think and no time to whine, you know. If you have a losing trade, get up like a man, and tomorrow another day. Here it is, the ES fell, it came into those resistance, and now it's going back, trying to knock the door on the 6662. Here we have a sell condition here, plotted, and it's coming, and the NASDAQ is flirting with this number as we talk. Consider it, to our traders, look at it as the door between long and short. So you can see the NASDAQ knocked on that door a few times, and he's about to break it now. If you look at the momentum, the boat starts sinking here, and the NASDAQ starts sinking. Technically it's finished. Again, let me show you. Here's your line. The farther the bar away from the line, the stronger the trend. And then look, went and kissed. Once they kiss, it's not good. This is not a good news once they kiss. So let's see if it's, the reason this NASDAQ is going up because of the ES. So let's see if the ES is able to break it. But the condition is not strong enough to break. If we look, the buyers over the sellers, but the market analyzer is like a Christmas tree, red and green. I don't like it. Here you have the 1 minute, 3 minutes, and the 30 minutes is in red, and 1 minute and 30 minutes in red. Despite everything, there is a weakness in the long trade. I would not take it. Plus you have a lot of resistance. I will not take those trades at this moment. I will leave it alone. Now what time is it? It's 10:56. You can see where is the ES got stuck. You see exactly where the ES got stuck. It's trying very hard to break those levels. So for me, the Nasdaq has become irrelevant to trade it until we see what is the ES doing. If the ES able to break, the Nasdaq is going to fly. If the ES not able to break, the Nasdaq is going to collapse again and go back to the yellow number. Be careful. You can see, look at this. It's a really struggling market. And if we open up, the Nasdaq seems like it's going to try to retest those numbers. So the ES got stuck between the re-entry 662 and the reversal 6672, and those are the numbers we give from the beginning. Here is a star. Let's see if it's able to break. You can see here was not able to break. I don't believe in double support and double resistance, by the way. I don't believe in pattern either. What about triple support and triple resistance? What about support and demand? Yeah, I mean, there's all this supply and demand, all this nonsense doesn't get in my head. The only thing what I know was not able to do it this time, was not able to do it this time, and was not able to do it the third time. That's it. I cannot say, well, double support or triple support or triple resistance. It doesn't matter. The only thing I know, this ES, whether it's one time, two times, three times, this ES having a problem here. That's it. I don't want to fuzzle with it, with details. That's it. And that is dragging the Nasdaq with him. Right there. And now right there, we have a sell position. It's coming to the 6.6. And look now what happened with the ES. The lines has sprayed out beautifully. And now it dropped all the way to the 6.645. 15 minutes, it was no hope for short. And now the lines has opened up for an opportunity for short. They recalculate. And this is what it is. Recalculate. And right now the Nasdaq is coming, trying again. So the market sitting on the side, cannot find direction. I'm gonna stay just to show the Nasdaq. Now we have a confirmation double short. And look at this. Beautifully, the market starts sinking. Beautifully. You know, it start giving you warning sign, warning sign, warning sign. And here it is. You start with a reversal, and then as you start with a reversal until cooked. And then it gives you sell, gives you short, and here it is, start sinking. I want to see this Nasdaq sinking. Then we call it, there we go. Congratulations, finished. This time probably it's gonna do it, and he did it. Perfect, perfect trading. Yeah, folks, that's all what we have for you. We wish you a very, very, very nice evening, and God bless every one of you. Bye for now. We'll see you tomorrow, Friday. I will be making webinar on YouTube. Bye.